Hey, Shannon Bryant here. Okay, so today we're going to talk about some color correction. We're going to use these colors. I'm going to show you a few things. I'm going to use this smudge brush. It's my favorite for color correcting. And then I love the detail brush because it has this smaller end and you get a medium type coverage with the other brush. And so I feel like it's perfect for traveling. Because I literally will use this end for eyeshadow. A lot of these look scary. I have a couple. I have a contour. I have our Bella bronzer. I have a couple of lip and cheeks. And then I have some highlights, okay? Depending on what your skin tone is, what your color match to, that will depend on what color correction colors that you can use. So I'm going to do a little bit on this side and then I'll demonstrate some on this side. So let's start out with Bella, okay, our bronzer. What's really cool about this is you can take it, and I'm just going to do it over here. You can put a light layer all over your face, okay. You're just going to blend that super light layer in all over, and it's going to hide all of your dark melasma spots. It's going to hide age spots. It's going to get rid of any redness that you have, but everybody is usually pretty scared of the Bella bronzer. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your normal highlight shade and you're going to go over into, make sure you stipple and cover everything up. And Aspen, my good old friend Aspen. Okay, you can use this the same way that you use Bella, and you can put it all over your face, just a light layer. You let that sit in a little bit. Setting powder, and if you have a loose powder that you're in love with, use that. We also have a pressed powder, and you can just press that powder all over the Aspen, anywhere that you put it on your face, and then you can let that sit for a minute and then put your normal highlight on. I'm just going to show you a few just with this end of the brush. I'm just going to dip it into that Aspen, and let's do my nose because my nose is the reddest. So I'm going to take that Aspen and I'm going to cover up all this redness that I have on my nose. So I usually do Aspen, and then I've got my setting powder right here, and I'm going to set that. Because I don't want it going anywhere. Okay, and I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Let's talk about under eyes, okay? Again, this is all depending on what color you were color matched to. But Aura is my secondary color. I guess that's right there. And then Linen is a brightener color also. Sunlit is a good under eye concealer, and so is Mango. Frenchie is a lip and cheek, which is a good under eye concealer. And then Scarlet is a lip and cheek, and it's good for melasma spots. People, when they are color correcting under their eyes, they do what's called a triangle of light. So you put your color corrector here, here, and then you just make a triangle with it, right? Well, that doesn't work when you have a lot of wrinkles under here. It doesn't matter what kind of makeup it is. It's gonna either look like you have 10 pounds of caked up makeup there, or it's gonna set into your wrinkles and it's gonna accentuate your wrinkles. So here's how I suggest doing it. Let's start out with Sunlit. Sunlit is a good yellow that counteracts the dark circles. I'm gonna put some there. I'm gonna put some here. and I'm gonna put it down here where my little my baggy dark circle is, okay? And I'm just gonna tap that in all the way around. And I'm not getting close right there because I'm gonna have makeup there anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about that. My secondary color is Aura. I would say 8 out of 10 times your secondary color is gonna work to cover up those dark circles. So here's my secondary color. And if it doesn't, that's when we look into the colors correcting. Okay, and you see, I'm kind of being super gentle around my eye. If you pull and tug too much, it's going to cause more wrinkles. Okay, it's just a fact. You know, all of this is all dark in here, okay? So I'm brightening all that up. All right. So, again, depending on what color. I feel like the Aura looks good enough for me, okay? But if you don't, it's all your personal preference. Then I'm gonna take my my highlight, my main highlight color, and that's what I'm gonna go over, and I'm gonna stipple that in. Okay, I'm not going to swipe a whole bunch. I'm gonna try to stipple it in. Because stippling around your eyes is super important. That skin is so thin and so delicate, and the more that you pull and tug, the worse that your wrinkles are. And I want it to go into those wrinkles, okay? I want it to go in so it's not sitting on top. So stippling works best for that. All right. So, I mean, I normally have bags anyway. See, I'm okay with this, but I do feel like the sunlit worked better over here. The sunlit worked better for me. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take that sunlit, and I'm gonna cancel out all that redness here. I'm gonna do that over here. And what this is also going to do is it's going to create a great base for my eyeshadow as well. What I want to do is I want to use my setting powder afterwards. And I'm going to press that in, because that is going to give our eyeshadows a great color, because it's starting off with a clean palette. And it's going to help our eyeshadow stay longer. Okay. Now, if you don't want to use your secondary, a beautiful eyeshadow primer is Linen, because it's really white colored, and it just, I don't know, it's my favorite for bringing out all of the eyeshadow colors. And it cancels out that redness too. Here, our eyes are primed. They're ready for eyeshadow. And I do feel like the sunlit worked better there. So I'm going to take this off, and then I'll show you. So I'm going to go in with Mango. And this is a highlight. And again, with the mature eyes, you just can't cake this part of your eye up. It just can't be that way. But I still want to color correct. I still want to color correct these dark circles. And I'm just going to tap that in. I'm going to go ahead and get this redness right here by my eye, see if that helps. I have a trial and error. So there are certain colors that we recommend for color correction, because the colors automatically cancel out different things. But sometimes you're not sure. I'm not sure if my dark circles are more bluish purple or if they're more purplish, and I have a hard time telling, so it's kind of a trial and error for me. Okay, then on this other side, I'm gonna do Frenchie. Okay, this is a lip and cheek. It is a pinkish, orangey color. And I'm going to go ahead and take that over here as well. And again, just stippling it in and not going to my all the way up to my eye, okay? With your main highlight. And again, you're just stippling. And I can bring that all the way up to my eye. But one of the main reasons that I'm going to stipple, other than that delicate eye area skin, is that I don't want to mess up my color correction underneath. So I don't want to just swipe it and then mess up that area that I just color corrected. Okay. So there's my highlight color. That is Frenchie. She's a good one, you guys. She really is. Mango. Here's the mango. And I'm going to put my normal highlight over that. I would say the Frenchie works better for me. So, those are some great color correctors. I'm gonna try, this is actually lip and cheek. Scarlet. I'm going to hit a couple of melasma spots that I don't like. Okay? So let's do, I don't particularly like this one either. I'm going to cover these up. I'm going to stipple it in. Then I'm going to go back in with my normal highlight color. Let's see. I would probably have contour about that spot. So let's go in with contour. Let's go in with some contour right here. We'll do I would normally put my lip and cheek right above that. And I just kind of stipple that in as well. And I have my normal highlight down here. So there's the melasma spot that was right there. I got my contour, I got my highlight on, like I would normally put. Go to that one. So this is where I would put my main highlight. And I'm mainly stippling over that area that I put my concealer. I'm going to stipple up here. Normally, I would put a contour up there. So let's check that out. Normally, I would put a contour up here. And then I would blend it out. I'm going to be careful on that spot right there. Just because I don't want to blend my color correction away. I got my main highlight. And then I just blend it in. Boom. That melasma spot went away really good. And I feel like that one did. I particularly like that spot up there. That one, turn all this off. A lot of times you can just do color correcting with your secondary highlight. So if I go into my secondary highlight and I just want to color correct that spot right there, I'm going to set it with some powder. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with my all over highlight. See, look, I like that one better than the Scarlet on me. I would go in with my all over highlight right here. I would cover that up. So see, it just depends. Everybody's skin is different. See, I really like that one. And that's Aura, and that's my secondary highlight. So that's why I really, really, really like to recommend 2 to 3 highlights per person, and sometimes that gets to be a lot. I try to stick with 2, but if you have a lot of redness, I definitely recommend Aspen. That is a good one. Here's Aspen on this spot up here, and then here is my all over highlight on top of that. Aspen's a good one for redness. See, I even like that. I like that too. We're just color correcting all the spots today. Let's do my secondary highlight on that spot. Ooh, see, I like that too. And then going over it with my all over highlight. I like the mango a lot. I like the Frenchie as well. I'm really liking my secondary highlight. So anyway, that's pretty much color correcting 101. You can go in with all of these colors. That's why I like to recommend the a few highlights. 1, because of color correcting. 2, because your skin changes as the season changes. That way you have a couple different options to mix and match. Questions about color matching for color correction, just let me know and we'll get something figured out for you. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.